Hello and welcome back to the 30-Day Better You Challenge. My name's Jonathan. Thank you for joining me today. I've been sick the past couple days. You can probably hear it in my voice. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to post yesterday's video. I had to kind of practice what I preach here and let go of expectations, have patience with myself, and take rest. I had to take a day just to basically try to sleep off this cold. Still feeling a little under the weather, but I'm gonna catch up today by posting 2 videos. So apologies if you've been following along in real time and you were like, hey, where's today's video? Today you get 2 videos, so I'm trying to make up for it. We'll pretend like it's day 23, and today's challenge is ground yourself. The other day, we talked about the importance of spending time in nature, and I left a part out because I wanted to make an entire video about it, and that's the concept of grounding. Grounding, or earthing, as it's called, is connecting ourselves directly to the earth in some way so that there is a free flow of electrical energy. The ground we walk on has a natural negative electrical charge. When we touch our bodies to the ground, we get charged with free electrons. And likewise, our bodies have their own electrical current and are also conductors. So we're sensitive to the electromagnetic field around us. We absorb a lot of the discharge and electrical noise that is emitted by things like power lines and our home's electrical wiring, and of course, our devices and appliances. And so the theory is that when we're insulated, when we're not grounded, that the charge builds up in our bodies, and with nowhere to go, it's absorbed by our tissues, which leads to inflammation, and that causes a lot of health problems. So by grounding and connecting to the earth, the electrical noise has a place to go, and we create a stable internal bioelectrical environment for our body's normal functioning. The man responsible for the earthing movement is a retired telecommunications technician named Clint Ober, who wrote a book called Earthing, the most important health discovery ever. And subsequently, they made an amazing documentary about it. You can watch it for free on YouTube, and I will leave the link in the description below. Back in the day, part of Clint's job as a technician was to go and measure the electromagnetic field in homes and offices, and then install grounding cables. And he explains that we started grounding homes and offices back in the 60s as our telecommunications systems advanced. We had to do this in order to help maintain electrical stability and prevent charge and avoid electrical interference or noise. One day it dawned on him that we have been putting a lot of extra effort into grounding our homes, but we're not grounding our bodies. We are actually like literally walking around on rubber insulators all day long. And this is kind of new to us. Like we, for all of human history, we've been very connected to the earth. Literally, we walk barefoot and we sleep on the ground. But modern human beings now, we wear shoes everywhere and we sit on furniture and we sleep in beds and we're up off of the ground and we're insulated. So we started conducting experiments and doing field research and teamed up with doctors, and the results they were getting back were just incredible. You can read about it in his book or watch it in the documentary. But it is measurable science. This isn't theoretical. It's not, dare I say, woo-woo. I hate that term, but this is measurable, practical science. But it's still fairly new and still being studied. But one thing that researchers have discovered is that earthing has been proven to reduce chronic inflammation, which is linked to a whole list of our most common health issues and diseases. So it's very likely that if you have pain in your body, that you also have inflammation. They're just linked in that way. So I'm not a medical doctor, obviously. I'm not licensed in anything, so I'm not handing out medical advice here, but this might be worth looking into, especially because it's free. And that's the most amazing thing about it, is that it's available to everyone. And people all over the world, millions of them, are practicing earthing and are getting results. They're reporting firsthand results. So, how does one practice earthing, you ask? That's a good question. It's very simple, and basically just walk barefoot. That's all you really need to do. And it doesn't have to be for very long. They say 30 minutes a day is more than enough, but just go barefoot on the ground. Put your toes in the grass or in the sand. You got to connect to the earth. I think concrete works, especially if there's enough humidity in the air and in the concrete, it'll work because you're connected to water. But apparently you can't earth on asphalt. So asphalt doesn't work. Things like linoleum or plastic flooring doesn't work. That fake wood stuff doesn't work. You want to be connected to the earth as much as possible. So just, walk barefoot or sit in the grass. Another thing you can do is you can swim in natural bodies of water, like the ocean or a lake, or taking a bath. You take a bath, your bathtub is more than likely grounded because it's got pipes that go underground. And so you're earthing when you take a bath. But gardening is another great way. Get your hands in the dirt, and that is a fantastic way to ground yourself and practice earthing. You can buy grounding sheets for your bed, or you can buy grounding mats that you can stand on or sit on while you're at your desk at work. And basically, these mats or sheets are threaded with very, very thin copper wire, and you kind of plug them into the grounding port on your outlet. So that's the bottom circular port on your standard American outlet. And there's no electricity coming from that port. It's just for grounding. But that you just plug it into there, and you are grounded while you sleep or while you're at your desk all day at work. So just something to think about, and do your own research, of course, but conduct your own experiment. It doesn't cost you anything to go and sit in your backyard for 30 minutes while you read a book and ground yourself. And from what I've found in my research, they say that you can get immediate benefits from grounding just from one session, but you get more long-term benefits the longer you do it. So 30 minutes a day, every single day for a couple weeks or a couple months, and you'll see those more long-term benefits. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. I went ahead and left the link to the documentary in the description below, and I also left a link to a very interesting research article that you might want to read. That's in there as well. Anyways, thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 24.